What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm going to be playing with the Satellarknight Demise deck yet again. Now this is still the same exact list that I played in the previous video, which was the top 64 finishing deck from the UK Nationals that happened this past weekend. Now because it is the UK Nationals, that is why there's this Randy Utopia in here. Utopia the Lightning, being a manga promo, is only legal in America. It's only legal in the United States of America. It's not even legal in like Latin America, Mexico. It's not legal in any other TCG territory other than the United States of America. For some reason, that's how Konami the TCG decides to operate. So, Utopia the Lightning not being legal for UK Nationals or UK events in general, it is not in this deck list. But regular Utopia is for some reason, and I'm not quite sure why that is, but there's a Utopic feature in here, as well as, Heroic Champion Excalibur to out things like Dark Destroyer and stuff like that, that would, be typical things that you'd have to struggle getting over. But honestly, Trevere just outs it by itself anyway, so I don't know why it's that huge of a deal. But yeah, that is why this Randy Utopia is in here. I have no idea why the person decided to play Utopia in this extra deck, when it could have probably just been a free slot for any other rank 4, or any other just card, like maybe Chimera Tech or something like that, and like open up some differing side options. But yeah, this deck is it's actually kind of enjoyable to play in terms of as far as a card of Demise deck goes, because like I mentioned in the previous video, you basically just try to resolve card of Demise once, amass like a ton of cards, set up your graveyard, set up your Call of the Haunted, Oasis of Dragon Soul potential plays, and then you just end up like just using the Satellarknight engine itself to sustain yourself for the remainder of the game. It's probably the I want to say it's one of the higher ceiling decks that's able to utilize Card of Demise as, an anti-meta option, just because this deck does play a shit ton of traps, but you also have the capability of, just being able to use very, very strong monsters in the form of Trevere being one of the best Xyz monsters like in the game, period. And actually, like, just being able to do things like reset Call of the Haunted to keep your advantage moving, all that sort of nonsense, and all that sort of just general interaction. I do actually really enjoy playing this deck, simply because, like, I enjoy the Satellarknight theme, even though I never played it competitively. I do enjoy the way the deck operates in the form of it's just rank 4 toolbox to the extreme. It's like the maximum potential of a rank 4 toolbox deck, like, period, that can ever exist, because it resets your calls and has all these cards like Altair, Deneb, Stratos, Wolf, Bark, Foolish Burial, Marauding Captain, all these different things. Like, all of these cards are printed into an archetype, and it became one cohesive strat. And I really, really enjoyed that in terms of the archetype's overall design. But Ranked is a little bougie right now because DevPro is bugging out and doing some weird things, so the games might be rather questionable in terms of what decks I play against. But I mean, that's nothing new to this channel. Until I can get one of my friends to record, I will probably be doing a lot of these Ranked videos continuing on forward until I can get one of them to get on and record a big session with me, to have some stuff to pull from. But other than that, let's just jump into the game. I've rambled on about this deck long enough. Alright, so hopefully we're playing against something that's more meta-oriented this time, because, I would love for that to be the case. I would love to actually, play these things and potentially do that sort of nonsense. Alright, so first step is going to be thin my deck from monsters. So we're going to definitely just grab this Deneb and get Altair? Yeah, Altair seems like the move, because if I duality into Card of Demise, and then that Card of Demise yields me a Call of the Haunted, then, we could potentially have some things going on there. Card of Demise. Ooh, which one do I want to take? Take a pull at home. Eeny, meeny, miny. There we go. We'll take this one. I feel so powerful playing this deck. I don't know why. Like, I feel so safe because of the way the Satellarknight engine itself works. In fact, I did an incredibly incorrect play there. That is, arguably incorrect. Is that I actually probably just shouldn't have summoned this Deneb first, because that made it to where I didn't draw 3 off Card of Demise. But it ends up being fine because of the fact that this card is going to get discarded anyway. It thins my deck for monsters, and so it ends up I have 5 spells and traps, and I end up discarding the Altair. So potentially correct, potentially not correct. Not having the Altair in the deck definitely probably got me closer to actually being able to draw into the Oasis and stuff like that. But ultimately, it probably was incorrect to do the plays that I did. Am I playing against Lunalights? Is that what I'm playing against? I'd really, really not like that. I've got double MST though, so please, for the love of God, throw down a Tinky. I'll make you hate your life. MST negates. Poly. Okay. Well, the question here is, do I care? No. I'm going to let him do this, because if he kills my Deneb, that means I get to Oasis the Altair into Deneb, and I get to get a search. So there is that, because I don't have another card of Demise lined up, so now I've got to rely on my engine, which is very powerful. Lunalights! Alright! Alright, man! Like, got me. Okay, so this is Beast Warrior. All of them are Beast Warrior, so unfortunately, the situation here is that I can't really get him with the Rivalry. So Rivalry is practically dead, but it still seems kind of fine-ish. I say ish, but might not end up being fine at all. Isn't this deck still missing like a card? Isn't it missing like one of the really important cards, like Crimson Fox or something? I feel like it's the one that like just savages people by making the monster like 0. I think it's that one. I might be right, I might be wrong. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and flip this Rivalry just in case. I just want to see what happens here. I do just want to see what happens. Because it doesn't really matter what he does, because I'm going to be able to trigger his card anyway. Because if he summons Leo Dancer, sure, it can't be destroyed by card effects. Fucking neat. I'm just going to Trevor it next turn, because I'm going to be able to in-phase, you know, Oasis for Altair for Deneb, search a Nuclear High, summon a Nuclear High, send another Deneb to grave, and then, you know, bada bing, bada boom. Everything's getting bounced. Which is also another cool thing about this deck, is the fact that there's some matchups like this one where Rivalry isn't as good as it could be, and because of that, like, because of the way the deck functions, you could Trevere and then leave it in your hand and actually just, like, set different cards. Like, it's stuff like that that actually just kind of matters. This is the, that's the Miracle Fusion one. We're gonna MST that one. I'm not letting that happen. What did he fuse with out of his hand? He had 2 of those. Wow. Alright. Well, okay then. Does Leo Dancer just take this and, like, another one? I think it does. So yeah, so that's that. Can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects. The rest of the turn, my cards can't be destroyed by battle. Once. And then there's this. Do I want to let this happen? I could warning this. I'm going to warning this. I'm going to warning that. Because what I get to do now is that he's going to attack this twice, I'm going to take some damage. Neat. But I'm just going to Trevor him and I'm going to end the game. This is going to be a very short game, because I'm just going to Trevor him. It's very safe, it's very simple. Because he's, like, the Lunalight deck itself is very cool, it's very cute, it's very fun, but it's ultimately a very large gimmick. Wait, what? Why did my card not die? Why did this not die? I wanted this to die. Did he not attack me twice? Let's see, I warninged, so I went down. I warninged, so I went down to 6k. 6? No. 7? Yes. Did he upstart me? He did. So I went down to 7, he attacked this. He only attacked it once. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, well, that's another Oasis, which is fine, because what I'm just gonna do here is, like, you haven't stopped, you can't stop progress. I'll suicide this Deneb. You can't make me. You can't make me not. So that's gonna gain 3, yeah, and then I'm gonna activate this Oasis. I'm gonna get Altair and get Deneb, and then Deneb will get a Nuclear High. Wait, what? Why? What's happening? What is this? What? Why did this not let me summon my thing? What the fuck is going on? This is a warrior. This is a warrior. What prevented me from summoning this? Why is it... Why... Oh my god. Look at this. Why is it a worm? Because of Oasis. This is fucking brilliant. This is fucking stupid. Oasis sucks dick. Yeah. No. And I drew another one. Didn't even draw Call of the Haunted. Oh no. Oh god. Alright. Okay, well, this is how this is gonna work, okay? This is gonna die. He's gonna be able to, you know, swing over this. I'm gonna use this Oasis to block. And then, why did I draw the two worst ones? That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm talking this mad shit about how his deck is terrible. Turns out I'm just a trash duelist. I'm gonna have to MST my own rivalry. Yeah, we're not taking that. This is no, we're not taking this. So if I get Altair here, I can get Altair. I can MST rivalry. I'm gonna respond to this with MST on my rivalry because holy shit, I had no idea that I was being dicked over so poorly by this fucking thing. All right, so we'll get this. This will activate, and we will summon. We'll add Altair to hand because like that's the best one because I get to Castell this away. I don't get to Trevor him, unfortunately. But I still get to just do some things. Now, if he fucks up and attacks the Deneb, then Jesus Christ, game over. But he's not going to do that. He's going to attack that. Alright. I don't have any other Satels in my grave, do I? I don't think I do. That's Chaos Trap Hole. That's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, I don't have any other Satels in my grave. So what I could probably do is I can make Excalibur and attack over that. Rather easily, in fact. So Excalibur attack over it would seem to be pretty alright. Oh, these are darks. Oh, this entire archetype is dark. Okay, so this Chaos Trap Hole is extra relevant. Okay. Like, if he just summons a monster, like, it's over. Well, I could just Castell his Panther Dancer and then attack over the Blue Cat. The Blue Cat is gonna float, which is gonna be a little annoying. But it still just, you know, robs him from cards. So that rivalry actually ended up dicking me over. That randomly activated rivalry that I did actually was the biggest mistake that I could have made this entire game. Like, I went from being in the best position to being in the worst position because I didn't realize that Oasis was going to be very relevant in the fact that it was a worm. I thought DevPro was just bugging out, which definitely wouldn't be a new thing because it's been doing that all day. Like, DevPro has been bugging itself out all day because apparently they gave it a really bad update. And it's like not taking very well. But yeah, so we'll just do this. I can draw a card of Demises, I can draw dualities, I can draw Rhoda. I have a lot of cards I can just draw. Yes, I'm going to absolutely no, you don't get that. No. Turn your Blue Cat to defense mode and take it like a champion. Because next turn, coming for your ass. Ooh, Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted. Is going to get me everything I need in life because I can call the Haunt of the Altair, get the Neb, and then I can actually go about my regular play that I was trying to do before. I just want these things to happen in my life, in my lifetime, in my lifespan. Please, please, Obama, let me have them. Let me have my plays. Fortunately for me, unless he draws Fusion Recovery, there's literally nothing he can do. He has to draw one of his Wolves or his Fusion Recovery. Or this! Well, this lets him, this lets him make like a rank 4. Like, that's all this lets him do. Alright. I'm okay with this. I am significantly more okay with this than I was anything else. So, oh my god. Rivalry of fucking Warlords. I suck. I am the shittiest duelist in the land. Why do any of you watch me? Why do any of you watch me do the things that I do? I completely forgot that Oasis makes it a worm. And much less, I didn't even have to activate that rivalry. I just flipped it because I was like, let's be cheeky. Let's see if I can potentially stop him from making something. No, that didn't need to happen. That didn't need to happen at all. I ended up burning, like, all of my resources on it, but I still might win because the Lunalight deck is so subpar. Like, that's what is so funky about this whole situation, is that I could very easily still just win this game. Because he's going to do something to, like, spin my Castell or attack over my Castell. And, he's going to do that. And I'm fine with this. 100% fine. He's not going to kill me. He's not going to kill me with this. He's going to put me at 300. And then I'm going to Trevere him. And I'm going to take this out of his hand as well. So I'll take this 21. and I'm just gonna Trevere him. It's easy. Like, look at this life point differential, because it's about to not matter. So, yeah. And then it resets the call, too, so, yeah. I think everything here is just way too far in my favor for me to ever lose this game, just because I'm playing the better deck with the better engine. And that's me talking about Satellarknights. This deck isn't better than anyone. So, yeah, we'll get this. This will send another Deneb to grave so that I can potentially draw into things like Card of Demise, because that'd be really cool. Oh, and it's Telling over Alpha. Okay, let's just negate his one card that he gets to draw for turn. That sounds like a great idea. So yeah, send Deneb, and we will make Trevere, and we will attack him for 21, and then we'll take the card out of his hand, because this is fair Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Monsters, the game. Notice the hint of sarcasm in my voice, but even then, it's Satel. Like, I can't say anything about this deck isn't, like, incredibly outclassed by everything else. That's the thing. But the Lunalight deck itself is just such a gimmicky deck that, like, that's the problem. It's very, very gimmicky. And now I've got a floater on the field too. Like, damn, son. Why is this legal? Why is this allowed to happen? Because now I just get to call the Haunted the Altair again. I get to call the Haunted Altair, and then Altair gets to get the Neb, and then the Neb gets to get another Altair, and then Altair gets to be summoned on my turn. I get to do all of these things. Like, it's game. It's game this turn. Like, don't deny. It's game. Because this gets summoned, this gets the Neb, and then there's a third Altair in my deck that I can summon on my own turn. And then that Altair is going to get, like, a Nuclei. So there's that. So yeah, we'll just go with this. Like, we're gonna flood through every single potential option, and this one card doesn't matter because I've got Alpha. So, yeah. Can't say I feel good about this one just because of my insanely major fuck up, but, like, damn. Like, I could have easily lost that game, very easily, but, like, the Lunalight deck just doesn't really have the power to play with very few cards, and that's the position that I forced him into through playing a deck like Satellar. Like, he had to play through my traps, and he had to play through my things, and then all the things he invested his resources into in, like, the most efficient way the deck possibly can, but it still just loses resources. And, like, once you out that monster, it's just over. So, I don't know. I think the Lunalight deck is incredibly fun to play, but I don't think it has any competitive potential, essentially. But that's going to be it for this video. I expect to be torn apart in the comments of this video for that rivalry misplay, because, like, holy shit, Oasis making it a worm is very relevant, and I can't believe I didn't actually just think about that. I didn't have to activate the rivalry. That's the thing. I could have left that rivalry face down the entire game and it wouldn't have mattered. I just wanted to flip it to be LOL, sucks to suck. But, like, damn. I'm a shitty duelist. But other than that, that's going to be it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description of my Facebook and Twitch links if you want to check those out. That's why they're there. If you want to suggest a deck for me to play for one of these videos or potentially one of the DN match videos, send a deck list to my Facebook fan page. The link to that is in the description, as I've already said. If it piques my interest, something I like, I'll definitely do potential, like, game videos with it if it's something you want to see. I have a couple of them lined up that I know I'm going to be doing later, but I'm rifling through some decks that I actually would rather play more, that I consider more relevant on the spectrum as of right now. But other than that, if you want to support me, clicking ads on my videos and disabling ad block when you view my videos will always be the best way to support me, and it would be really cool of you guys if that is something you take the few seconds out of your day to do to help me out. It helps me make, a living off of this to an extent, and it's just, all in all, just a really cool thing for you guys to do, and I'd appreciate it greatly. Even if you have to take your ad block off, if you have to take a couple seconds to disable your ad block, refresh the video, click an ad, then put the ad block back on when you're done, would be very, very much appreciated, and you would have my eternal gratitude. But other than that, that is all for this video, and as always, guys, take care.